welcome to the show. This is Fishing the East. My name is Bo Higbee. We're down in Cape May today on Delaware Bay 3, fishing the rips of Cape May on 40-foot Delaware Bay 3. Let's go in and meet the captain, Captain Ron Rookstool. He's here at the helm. Ron, thanks for having us on the show today. Tell us exactly what we're going to be doing.
Okay, we're in the Cape May rips, and we're right off of Cape May Point, and the first rip we're going to fish is what they call the hill, and you can see there's a bunch of other boats here.
Right, it's been around at some point here.
And it's high tide, and we're waiting for the tide to start going out. We're going to fish the outgoing tide, and this spot here is called the top of the hill.
All right, the rips are caused how? By the tide coming in and out, right?
Right, well the bottom has shoals in it, and it goes from about 30-35 feet up to 8 feet, you know, in some spots. And
so the rips are purely caused by the tide coming in and tide going out of the Delaware River.
Right.
Okay, and that's where the fish hang out.
Right.
All right. This kind of fishing is different than fishing with a jig. We're actually using live bait, right?
Right. Today we're going to use eels, live eels, and as opposed to later in the season when we're going to chase the bird plays out in the ocean, and the school fish will be caught then on bucktails and hopkins and metal jigs and tubes.
Okay.
And stuff like that.
What's the size fish that are residing in the rips this time of year?
The most common size now has been around 30 inches, I guess, 32 inches, and 15 pounds up to 20 pounds.
Okay.
Something like that in the rips.
All right, let's get to it.
Okay, just go like right under his chin there, like that, right? Right up to the
All right.
bone right there.
All right.
See there. That'll keep him on there, you know?
Okay, on board the Delaware Bay 3 today, we have a couple mates. Tony Christopher, who's the permanent mate on the boat today. Thanks for coming out, Tony.
My pleasure.
And also on board today we have Frank Dutton, who's you're out of Summers Point area?
Yep, Summers Point.
Okay, you work at a
Cape Island Yacht Sale.
Cape Island. Okay, fishing on the Delaware Bay 3 today. We're right at the top of the tide. Tide's not really moving, so there's no rips going on. We're just starting the day. You'd think there was something going on around here, wouldn't you?
Hey, what? I didn't say nothing.
Weekends, there's 400 boats out here. We're here on a Tuesday. This is actually election day. Look at all the boats out here.
This is Dutton. This is miles out.
Are we close? That's it. Let her drop. Let her go.
Your rip start making up, you know?
Where's the rip? Oh, there it is.
So, okay, if you can see that, see the water's churned up right there. That's where the rip starts. Now, to give you a focal point of where we're at, folks, pan around a little bit. There's the Cape May lighthouse. Pan around some more over here to the left. Down there is the remainder of the concrete ship. So that's where we're at to give you an idea of where we're fishing. Fishing on board today, Frank Dutton and Tony Christopher over here. The rips are just starting to take off. Little chilly. 3rd of November, election day. Get out and vote, then go fishing. Rook, explain to us exactly what causes the rip action, the difference in height of the bottom.
Okay. What you have is it's like a sandbar, and it's pretty long actually, and this is called the hill, and this is like a favorite spot for a lot of little boats. It's not that far. You're right off Cape May Point.
Right.
And as you can see today, a lot of charter boats, party boats in here. And what happens is that there's about 8 or 9 feet of water at the shallow spot, and it drops right off to about 30-35 feet. And with the tide runs over that spot right there, creates a rip on the water. You can actually see it.
Okay. And how long is that rip area? Like a quarter mile long or so? Or?
No, a little bit better than that right in here. It's about, I guess, a mile.
How fast does the water travel once it gets going at full speed? How fast is that water going? Like 10, 20 knots or so?
Well, I guess whatever the current runs at. 3 or 4 knots,
Yeah.
gets up steam, you know, and creates the rip.
Why do the fish like to hang there? Is it turns up the bait?
Well, the stripers hang in the current and right on that edge, you know, and I guess that's where the bait balls up, and then the stripers must, I guess, ambush the bait, you know. They lay in that rip right there on the bottom.
Right.
The current's running this way, and you got the hill here. The water comes up over it. On the other side, it creates like a little back edge. The fish are laying there out of the current. So when you drag your bait across, the fish are there waiting for it. So whatever washes over top of that, and that's what they're feeding on. Crabs, eels, bait fish, you know, whatever's down there.
Right. He's on? Oh, over there, yeah. Yeah, over there, the second boat's got one on right now. I don't know if you can see that, folks, but this guy don't want to take any bull. So what they try to do is just go back and forth over the rip.
Right.
You drift down the rip, and you get out of the rip zone. You go back up, you cross over it,
Through it again.
and you go through it again. And that's what it is. It just the prime fishing area is only what for about a minute or two,
That's it.
and then you got to go back and reset. But this is where the big fish are, theoretically speaking. We're guaranteed to catch fish on the Larmory 3, right? Tony Christopher, we got one on? Swinging lines in here. All right.
Being real big.
All right, Tony. Fishing aboard the Larmory 3 today. Shorty, a little shorty. Short. But it's the first fish of the day. He didn't even get the eel down. He was just.
Yeah, he got it. It's just got the hook.
All right. And you even saved your eel.
Yes.
That's important.
I'll let this one go.
Thanks, sir.
Yes, please, sir. That's a short to start, though. Yeah. Right, just go right past that. All right, Polly, about that. You got it down there pretty good. I got it back. I'm gonna let this one go there, sweet Polly. Little guy. It's a start, though.
What we need is one
There it goes.
about 5 times bigger than
Yes, we will. We'll get one 5 times bigger than that.
Tony Christopher
Absolutely.
here is one of the mates on the Larmory 3. The main mate, actually. He does this. This guy is actually famous up and down the East Coast. From here to the Florida Keys, he's with. Fishes all kinds of boats.
World famous.
World famous Tony
World
Christopher.
famous. Coast to coast. All right, get ready. Here's another rip coming up here.
That got him. His adrenaline pumping.
He hit it like he was something, but sorry, you'll get some shorts. Get another worm here.
Now, the camera just lifts up right here. You can see the rip. The rips are right here. That's the rip. You're going right across it. Yeah, world famous. All right, it's time to reset and do it again.
Yep.
Jordan, yeah.
All right, let him go.
Constantly moving back and forth over the rip zone. Any hits?
Nope. Come on.
This looks like a better fish.
A little better one here.
Fishing aboard the Delaware Bay 3. And what we've been doing here is just going back and forth over the rips. We just moved out a little bit from the point of the peninsula here of Cape May because we were getting hit with a lot of grass. And evidently this has done the trick. Alright. Alright, Tony.
Another one. Close to a keeper. A little better than
Minimum size, if you want to keep these, is 28 inches.
28 inches, yeah.
This doesn't look like a keeper.
No,
We're just doing mainly catch and release today anyway.
Getting closer. Definitely getting closer.
Alright, Tony. Sir, that is a straight bass.
Yes, it is.
Typically...
Just for the heck of it.
Yeah.
About 26 inches.
26.
We're a couple shy. We're going to let
Fishing
it
aboard
go.
the Delaware Bay 3 here out of Cape May.
We're going to let it go. Nice looking fish. Big fish. See you later.
Got time for some more?
Yeah, got another rip coming up right here. Get him back in. We got like 2 more little rips coming up. Wipe my hands off
the
there.
way he gets pumped when he catches a fish.
Nothing yet. Little break is just little poke it.
That's 2 in 1 eel.
Nah, the other one I let it go. He did his job. Give him another try here.
Shot.
Alright, maybe we're gonna bite now.
Look at it. Turn around and look at this line here. Look at this how crazy this rip is. Two fish in the boat so far. We lost one. I think we had a snag in our line, and, or not a snag, but it had a nick in the line. So went to set the hook, and the darn line snapped.
There he is.
Yes, sir. What's it? 3 fish this guy's got.
There you go.
Ah!
Pull the hook on.
You pulled the hook on it. Well, send that fish over this way.
Alright, bring him up, bring him up.
Bring him up.
Leave her running. Leave her running.
Ah, pull the hook on. Okay.
Got too excited. But
Yeah, go back in there. Same shot.
ready? All right. Get pumped. One of those days where you gotta go and chase them down.
Yep. Like this all the time. Gotta keep moving. As soon as we got into it there.
Now, how late in the year do you guys do this kind of fishing here, Tony?
Last year, our last trip was January 3rd.
Down here?
No, up at home there. We stay here till about like a week before Christmas.
Okay. Week before Christmas, you down here doing the charter?
Yeah, and we'll go back up at home there and run a couple more trips and then pull the boat.
Right. Hey, all right! Yeah!
There it goes!
No! You got overexcited there, man. Wait a minute! Well, that's what they call it fishing, Tony.
That was the good one too.
Yeah, that was it.
That was the good one too.
That was excellent. That was excellent.
No!
Right there on the leading edge of that rip.
There you go.
Yes. Frank. Finally, Frank's going on. And it's hooked. Is the hook good? All right, Frank.
Let it run, did you?
Frank Dutton here on first point. All right, Frankie. Next.
Atta boy, Hank. Oh man. He's the striper kid back at home.
Here, smile for the camera. You're gonna be famous. You're gonna be famous. You're gonna be famous. His muscles are pumped right now, folks.
This ain't grade A inlet, you know.
All right.
That's all in bass fishing is really it.
Fishing aboard the Delaware Bay 3, 40-footer, docked for the fall and early winter in Cape May. Captain Ron Rookstool, first mate Tony Christopher here with the net. All right. Hey, he's taking line. All right. This is a good one. Thank you, sir. Thanks, Ron. It's been a great trip. Really enjoyable day.
Nice one there, right?
Yes, sir. Woo!
All right.
All right.
Oh, man.
Woo! Great.
That's a good one there. Yeah, throw right back that core there, man.
All right. Sure, hold her up for the camera.
Look at it, man.
Come on down, Ron. All right, guys.
Get him by the mouth there.
Get him by the mouth. You can lip him.
Oh, you got the hook in him? Yeah.
Okay. Forward. Here, guys. All right.
All right, Hank. Beautiful.
Here's the guys fishing. We've been fishing with today. Frank Dutton, Tony Christopher, Ron Rookstool, captain on the other boat. I'm Bo Higbee. Thanks for watching. See you really great. Really great.
All right, let's catch it over.
All right. Throw that guy back overboard, or are we gonna keep?
We're going.
That's dinner.
All
All right.